I'm Joey Football.
Hi, Joey Football. I'm Cancer Boy.
Hi, Joey Football and Cancer Boy. I'm F.A.T. David, Fat David.
My new boss's name is Keith.
That's good.
Thanks.
Hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
So, Keith, if you're watching this, what's up, man?
So, anyways, welcome to, what's our name?
Zloch
Do we have
Talk.
a name? Are we doing Zloch Talk?
Yeah, Zloch Talk.
Okay. Well,
The
this
Zlochs.
is going to be the first episode of Zloch Talk, and we're going to talk about some football. So,
No.
hopefully you're on board with that. If you're not, I guess leave. I don't care. Go hang out with Keith. Anyways,
Keith
so
is a cool guy.
we're going to start with
They
recapping.
wouldn't be hanging out with Keith because he's watching us.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Keith is going to love this show, I'm telling you.
Yeah, hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Didn't he just become your boss today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Don't you have a boss?
No, I'm unemployed.
Self-employed.
Self-employed. Boss babe.
Nice.
All right, so we're going to start with recapping last week. Any games you guys want to talk about right off the bat?
Last week? We're talking as in this last
Well, yeah,
weekend?
as in yesterday, as in like
Yes,
yesterday, as in
yesterday.
as in Sunday, as in
Yesterday.
as in the 3rd.
Okay, we'll save the Packers game for later on. I don't think we should talk about that right away.
Why not?
All right, go ahead.
Well, do you want to talk Packers? Week I was saying how the Falcons would upset the Buccaneers.
And you were wrong.
I was wrong.
You were way
obviously.
wrong.
Tommy just he gave it to him. There's
They
no other
destroyed
way
him.
around that. Anybody else have any comments on the
I
Buccaneers?
actually
Falcons?
won my upset with the Rams beating the Cardinals.
That's not really an upset, David.
Yeah, it was because Jared Goff was out.
I mean, I still wouldn't call that an upset. But
Well, maybe he's upset because you won't call it an upset.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's his upset of the week.
well, isn't Jared Goff out for the rest of the season with his thumb?
He's definitely up for the rest of the
They're
season.
definitely going to the Super Bowl.
That wasn't nice. That wasn't. Have you seen what happened to his thumb?
No.
Anybody have any comments on the Cowboys and Giants game?
Well, let's go backto the thing because David interrupted us with his upset
yeah.
of the week. We're talking about Brady and the other guy.
Yeah.
Do anybody have any more comments other than what he said?
Oh, did you have more comments?
Yeah, they got spanked.
Would have been a lot funnier if
Thank you for bringing us back to that. Anything else?
Would have been funnier if you said no.
All right. How about the Cowboys and Giants?
Giant Cowboys.
I mean, the game was pretty close until the Giants got that butt recovery.
Yeah,
And, like,
it was
won
good.
the game.
It was a very good game at the end. To no avail and no playoff game. Shout out to the Eagles.
I
My
was
boy
gonna,
Jalen Hurts.
I was gonna say I was really rooting for the Giants on this one because I wanted them to make it to the playoffs with a 6-10 record because I don't think that's ever happened. Has that ever happened? Does anybody know?
I don't know. We'd have to Google that.
We're gonna go ahead and move along, but
Move along.
Yeah.
Get along. We're moving along. To,
I'll have to do some crock work. But so after that, we got the Giants and Cowboys still. So I was really rooting for the Giants because, like I said, I wanted them to be in the playoffs with a 6-10 record. But unfortunately, a little incident that we'll talk about later kind of held that up from happening. Not that it's their fault; it kind of is, but we'll get into that. Yeah. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the Jets Patriots. So just so you know, Cam Newton and the Patriots are officially parting ways. Any thoughts, comments?
I knew
I
that was going to happen.
expected it.
Yeah, you expected it?
I expected it too. I said that last week.
I think that was the right call. I've known that all season that it was not going to be good. If we had a show at the time, I would have been right now and there would have been proof.
But no, yeah, what better time to start a football show than right at the playoffs?
That's awesome. That's the best time.
So do you guys see a future for Cam Newton or no? Do you see him joining another NFL team or?
I can't see anybody signing him, honestly.
I feel like I could
think
see
him and
Washington
Kaepernick
football
are gonna
teams.
start hanging out very soon.
Yeah.
I could see Washington football team signing him
Why? They
I
had
know,
Alex
too.
on
Smith.
another prove it deal. It depends.
Well, I mean, I think they're going to have a quarterback problem because I don't think
Yeah.
Alex Smith is going to sign another year.
'Cause
I
he's
think
not
this was
fully
just
healthy,
1 year
he's
to
on and
prove
off.
himself, like that he can still do it with his leg. But I don't think he's going to risk further injury with his leg after this year.
Well, yeah, because then I was talking to your mother, actually. When we were talking about it, now these guys got me really scared to tackle him. You know what I mean? So,
Right? Nobody wants to be the one to hurt him.
yeah, no one wants to break his leg again. That's the whole thing. But I've seen people grabbing at his leg, and every time I seen that, I was like, ugh, ugh.
Right.
And he's wearing a brace, so that means it's a little weaker now. So maybe there's hope for you for the NFL because of your bad knee. I mean, if he can play, maybe you can.
Right. So, all right. So we're gonna move on.
Actually, the NFL is a job, so that would not work.
And it's a paycheck, so.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm allergic to
Yeah.
paychecks.
Joe has
Clearly,
a
you're
job.
swollen up,
Right.
short of breath,
But
sweaty.
Can't turn a girl.
Okay, this isn't.
All
there a
right,
dog
so
in there?
All right.
Vikings Lions.
Yeah, this isn't a roast session here, guys.
I just said you weren't allergic. That's all.
All right, Vikings Lions.
It was a pretty close game until I'd say the fourth quarter. Minnesota started taking over the game. How much did they win by?
2 points.
Yeah, but at the end they
Really,
were.
an absolute dominant performance from the Vikings.
The
When I
Vikings did not
saw-
stand a chance for
If this
the
was-
Lions to win.
If this was soccer, that would have been an incredible lead.
What I saw.
What I saw.
Oh,
Why'd you get a British accent? What I saw.
What I saw is I saw that
use the
Minnesota was winning in fourth quarter by like 14 or 10 points or something like that.
By like
I didn't-
14 or 10 points or something like that.
I did not see the Lions coming back that close.
Do you have any comments on the Lions and Vikings?
I just know that it was a very, very dominant game on the Vikings' behalf by winning by 2 points, and I'm agree with David on the whole thing. Lions didn't stand a chance. High five.
I'm going to say Jefferson looked really impressive.
Dan,
with the
what's your
Vikings.
thoughts on the Vikings-Lions game?
I'd like to let Joe finish his thought.
Yeah, Jefferson on the Vikings looks like a stellar force. He's definitely going to be a force to reckon with in the coming years.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
I
I reckon
reckon.
he's going to be a force to reckon with. And then the Lions, do you see them keeping Stafford, or do you see Stafford and the Lions organization parting ways?
I could see Stafford still on the Lions after this season.
You think so?
Yeah. I
They
don't-
just need to build a defense. Sorry
See-
for...
Very good.
The thing that drives me nuts about Stafford is Detroit wasted his career. Stafford is what I consider an elite quarterback, and because he's been stuck in Detroit, he just hasn't had that like stellar looking of a career.
Well, he's had shitty coaches. I mean, let's be honest. Matt Patricia for how long? 2 years?
A couple of years.
Right.
Yeah.
He sucked. But, I mean, they came from the Belichick organization, so everyone was like, oh, he's going to be best. He's going to be the best quarterback, and that's what we thought about that other guy.
Like, even when he had Megatron, though, like, they still didn't produce too well. And I feel like you can chalk that up to coaching, too. But
Yeah.
I feel like Stafford's a lot better of a quarterback, and he doesn't get enough credit. How about you? What do you...
He's
I'm
texting.
pulling up a stat.
Hold on, everyone. Dan is pulling up a stat. Keith.
Dan is texting his girlfriend right now, or his wife, or his
Keith.
fiance.
Keith, edit this one out.
No, don't edit it, Keith. We're going to keep it, Kiki.
Keith, I will throw another water bottle at you.
Keith, don't shake your head. No, you will.
Don't make me do it. I'll throw it.
What are we waiting on?
Keith, get off your
it?
phone! Jesus!
The Lions have Matt Stafford, but it was the Marvin Jones Jr. show with 8 receptions for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's a very impressive line. And
Oh, yeah, his fantasy points were like, it was almost 40 points.
He was at like 38 fantasy points.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones Jr.
And he was on my bench.
Why'd you put him on your bench?
Because he normally doesn't put up numbers that high.
He hasn't really showed up too well this season. I'm sure. Didn't he have like 1 or 2 good games?
He had a couple good games, but
Like-
not enough where I wanted to start him.
You should just gave him the Kuykendall.
Definitely not a worthy.
Oh, he
fantasy
congratulated me on my
player.
win.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why are you interrupting Dan? He's just finishing talking.
Yeah, because I win fantasy. I lost my train of thought.
You derailed his train.
Sorry. Woo woo.
Toot toot.
Brown Steelers.
Brown Steelers
Steelers.
was
Oh.
pretty close until the Steelers did not get the 2-point conversion, which I was pretty excited about, that the Browns were going to the playoffs, because it hasn't happened since
2002.
2002. That's amazing. I was
Would
happy
you
for Baker.
consider it a dominant win from the Browns?
No, because they didn't have it.
So what makes this 2-point win not as dominant as the other 2-point win?
Because they didn't have Roethlisberger in.
Yeah, but they had Rudolph in.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer isn't good.
Red nose.
Surprised Myles Garrett didn't take another helmet to his head.
Right?
I would have loved to see that
It should have
again.
been. It should have won at.
Oh, that's
JJ.
right. I forgot all about that. That's why everybody's making a big deal about that. Miles Garrett hit him in the head with... Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I
indeed.
remember that crap.
Yeah, I'm so excited that the Browns are in the playoffs. So I've been rooting for them for a couple years, ever since they had that winless season. It was like
just long to get in there and lose one more game, and it'd be fine.
I just want them in the playoffs. What they do afterwards, I could care
See,
less
the
about.
Bears-
I'll be rooting for them, but
The Bears are going to go in there too, and they're going to lose.
If the Browns went out to the Super Bowl when Baker goes to take a poop and he says, I'm taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, it has 2 separate meanings, and that'd be really cool for him.
yeah.
Browns Washington football team Super Bowl.
Okay.
I'm calling it.
Are you?
I called it.
He called it here first.
Right.
It's locked on.
Any other comments on the Browns Steelers?
No.
They get to play each other again this upcoming week.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of exciting. I can't wait till they play with Roethlisberger and see how he demolishes them. I think he's going to kill him.
Claypool-
Now we need to move on to the absolutely dominating performance from the Bengals. That was an incredible display of a great football team with a great coaching staff. Just
Oh,
an
yeah,
overall
who's their
great
starter?
backup quarterback.
Yes.
Who's their starter? Not starter. Who's starting?
I don't even know. It's not Joe Burrow.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Cleveland really knocked it out of the park.
If this was golf, the Bengals are killing it.
Yeah, they are.
They knocked it out of the park.
No,
this
I
week.
think you're mixing up. We actually are talking football. I think you're looking at it like it was golf, but no, that's actually football. The Ravens had the dominating.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
Does
is
that
a
make sense
football
now?
podcast?
Yeah.
No, it's actually a
I thought we were
podcast.
talking about Tiger Woods.
No, we actually just talk about e-thoughts.
Look,
No.
I get the
Stay
confusion with Bengal Tigers and Tiger Woods.
Exactly.
I mix them up all the time. Any
Exactly.
words for Ravens Bengals?
No.
Bengal.
No?
Well,
Bengals bad. Ravens good.
Well,
There
do
you
you
go.
see them bouncing back when their quarterback heals next year?
Yeah, I could see them. I feel like they'll have a winning record next year.
Joe Burrow's
I
been
wouldn't
doing
say
good until he
by
got
much.
injured. I interrupted. I apologize, sir. Please don't take the hose out.
Okay.
That's awkward.
Okay.
Okay, moving along.
Yes, your boy, you're next.
We have a really close game here. We got the Dolphins at the Bills.
This was a pretty close game. Miami did an amazing performance on that. Tua, MVP, baby, in my books. With a 56-26 loss. Go Bills.
I think it would have been funny if we seen the Bills against the Bengals this week with the same exact score. That's murder in the first degree. Like, why are you even scoring after 40?
I still
Weren't
think
the Bills
they should
already
start
locked
with
into the
Fitzpatrick.
playoffs too? Like,
I think
Yeah.
it was just trying to be disrespectful.
that was completely disrespectful because now the Dolphins aren't even in the playoffs. Like that was
They
just
didn't. Josh Allen didn't have to show up like that.
right.
Yeah, he killed him. I mean, honestly.
Come on, stop.
I didn't even watch part of the game. I was watching on the 4 screens, and like I wouldn't pay attention. Just look every once in a while, see the score, and then
Devontae
go back to
Parker
something
did
else.
lead in receiving yards, though, out of the two.
That was beyond rude.
Why was that rude?
Just the way Josh Allen just did that to him. He,
Josh
had
Allen,
to
the
do it to him.
stallion,
Oh,
the
he killed
guy
him.
who I wanted to be MVP.
Well, actually, he should be in the MVP talk, but he's not.
He should. Well, I mean, he should be in the MVP talk, but there's no point bringing him up because
Rodgers is already pretty much.
But what
confirmed.
about Derrick Henry and the 2,000 rushing yards? That's like unheard of.
No,
Him
it's
and
not.
his
It's
rat
happened
tail
before.
need to move it.
No, I know everybody's talking about that, and they're talking about Jared Allen.
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen.
What's his name?
Next-
What is
Not
this?
Josh Allen.
2008?
I want to go back in time. I'm
Last
the
time he
nutty
mixed
professor.
it up with Jared Goff.
It's the chemo brain.
That's chemo brain. It's nutty professor.
Moving along, we got the Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers.
I'm not going to talk anymore because you guys picked on me and made me feel bad.
I mean, that was a pretty good game. I didn't expect the 49ers to come out like that and try to get one more win before the season ended.
yeah, I'm
I mean,
impressed.
it was a 3-point game difference. Seattle still won, but overall, a pretty good game, I'd say.
It was dominance on the Seahawks. The Seahawks just demolished them. 26-23. Killed them.
That spread is insane. I can't believe they just won by that much.
Keith, stop laughing.
So I'm gonna say this: I was eyeing this game as a Packers fan, trying to root for San Francisco to win just in case something went awry. Not that I thought things were going to in the Packers game, but let's keep my eye on it. When I seen the Seahawks took the lead, I'm like, oh great, here we go. But then Rodgers and the Packers game pretty much activated overdrive, and it was pretty much game over. But we're gonna go ahead and keep talking. The San Francisco 49ers put up a much better fight than I thought they would. So
Yeah, who's their quarterback now?
I don't even know. It's not Garoppolo.
Well, no, he's out. So who's their quarterback, David?
49ers. Mullen, I think his name is.
Mullins.
Mullins? Yeah.
Mullins, the mullet Mullins?
I'll have that name for you in just a second.
Oh.
It was Beathard.
Beathard.
What the hell's Beathard?
What happened to
Hard.
Mullins?
Beathard?
Yeah.
What a Beathard. Son of a Beathard.
Bethard.
CJ
Beathard?
Beathard?
Breathe
Yeah.
hard, what?
If he was fat, that probably would have been brutal.
Ben Roethlisberger, where you at?
Listen to me. DK Metcalf is nowhere close to Megatron.
Oh,
Shut up. Thank
Who
you.
said that they were close?
Every Seahawks fan in the world.
Everyone. All of them.
Yeah.
Okay. We got the Cardinals Rams.
Cardinals Rams.
Yeah.
I'll be
I've-
honest, I did not watch that game.
I feel like the Cardinals could have won if Murray stayed in the game. But Rams with their backup quarterback and still beat the backup Cardinals quarterback. I mean, it's a pretty good game. I mean, yeah. I mean, John Wolford
That's very
was
low,
pretty good.
low scoring game.
Yeah, I almost had Murray start for my fantasy team, and I was just like, I have a bad feeling about this, and then he wound up getting injured, so
Good call.
I wound up making the right call.
Who'd you put in his place?
Herbert.
Herbert?
Herbert from the Chargers. We're going to go ahead and move along. Anybody have any comments on the Jaguars-Colts game?
No.
No?
You know,
Nothing?
it was pretty decided before the game even started.
So Phillip Rivers isn't gonna. That's not. Last week was not his last game. So
I know.
Oh,
You
good
think he's
old
gonna
P.
retire?
River.
I think he might retire this year.
Ooh, can you
How old
pull
is
up
Philip
the
Rivers to
NFL
retire?
What is this?
Can you pull up the NFL standings?
Let's see how old Phillip Rivers is.
Philip Rivers is...
39.
We need a fact check.
39. All right. So no more comments about the Jaguars-Colts. Any comments on Phillip Rivers' career? Next
What
week
is-
they
I
play the
mean,
Bills. We got 28
Phillip
to
Rivers'
14.
game is...
So wait, Philip, neither one are in the
that's
playoffs.
going to
The
be
Colts
a
are.
slaughter.
Oh yeah, they're playing the Bills.
I just said that.
I wasn't listening. That's just my chemo brain. You try getting cancer in your brain. Let me tell me how you act.
All right. How about Titans-Texans?
Wait.
Titans ended up winning it on a double doink, but the
Stop.
double doink went in.
I think that we need to redo the playoff segment and give a direct speech instead of saying the Colts, Phillip Rivers, cut it off, then go to the next game. So I think we need to redo it.
What are we redoing?
What are we doing?
All right, now we're going into our playoff week.
David, we're not even done with last week.
Oh!
Willie Bob Yells.
David, we didn't even finish last week.
Oh! All right, you can talk about it.
Okay, well...
His mom made me put him in. I didn't ask him to be in.
Even though the Texans lost, I would like to say congratulations to Deshaun Watson for 4,200 passing yards.
That's pretty good with
That's
how
a
bad
pretty-
the record were.
It's an alright number. I could probably do that.
You know,
But it's
this
still pretty
gunslinger.
cool. See somebody else do it that's not me. I'm not on the field for everybody else's benefit.
Derrick Henry broke 2,000 yards.
Woohoo!
Oh, come on.
That's expected.
That is not expected.
That
What?
is expected.
How
from
many?
Derek Yeti.
Derrick Henry?
Derek Yeti.
Derrick Yeti? It's only been done 7 times before. There's Adrian Peterson, Chris Johnson, Jamal Lewis, Terrell Davis, Barry Sanders, Eric Dickerson, and O.J. Simpson.
You really
Really?
couldn't keep it together.
I couldn't. You say it.
Dickerson.
Okay. You
Eric
did better than I
Dickerson.
thought. Dad, you say it.
TikTok Dickerson. Dickerson. So wait, what is
David,
this
say Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson.
Good job.
Nice job, Keith. You said
Eric Dickerson.
it. Good job. So wait, this is all with 1 year?
No, Eric Dickerson was in 1984.
No, what I'm saying
O.J.
is,
Simpson.
no, listen. So this is the one season they got 2,000 yards.
Yes.
So who's the leader in all that?
Would you look at that? It's Eric Dickerson.
Nice, Eric
I
Dickerson
love
got some
Eric
long
Dickerson.
yardage.
Yeah.
He got some long yards.
Yeah, he got some long yardage.
I mean, when he
should-
just hammers in from the backfield and he finds that hole, and he just punches through it.
Yeah, just
He could really get a
keeps hammering
Dickerson in
it.
it.
He just hammers that hole.
Hammers
he
a
beats that hole.
He does. He won't quit until he gets in.
Yeah, but that was a great game. I just watching that double doink.
Yeah,
at the end, watching them
Eric
win it in
Dickerson
overtime.
with that win. I mean,
Eric Dickerson hasn't played for 40 years.
Eric Dickerson with 200 yards that game was amazing. I'm kidding. But yeah, that game was crazy with the double doink. I thought it was Cody Parkey for a second. Not a double doink. It was a doink, but it did the opposite of Cody Parkey. It went in. Unlike Joe can't.
What?
Can't go in.
Okay.
Once again, his mom made me put him in the podcast. I didn't ask him to be.
All right, everyone. Raiders Broncos. Nothing.
All right, the moment we have all been waiting for.
The Chargers and Chiefs.
Yes. What an absolute game.
That was beautiful. Kelsey was out. Patrick Mahomes was out.
Hey,
Justin Herbert had a
Justin
good game.
Herbert. What a beautiful idea it was to stab Tyrod Taylor in the lungs.
What the hell are we talking about?
I mean, the Love Sosas.
I'm
put up a
calling
good-
the fact that the team nurse was like, wow, our team sucks. I got to do something about this. And went,
Yeah, don't you remember their original quarterback had his lung punctured?
he was getting a pre-game injection of some sort from the team
They punctured
doctor.
his lung.
No, I didn't hear that.
Punctured his
Yeah,
lung.
you might have forgotten about it.
And
That was
then-
like at the beginning of the season.
No, I didn't.
And
say
they had to
that.
start their just freshly drafted rookie quarterback, Justin Herbert.
And he decides to have a season.
Yeah, and Herbert had one of the best
Season.
rookie quarterback seasons of all time to fill you in a little bit.
He should be rookie of the
No, I didn't know any of
I
that.
agree. Herbert should get rookie of the year. Do you have anybody close to Herbert?
Justin Jefferson.
You think Jefferson? I don't know. I'd still go Herbert.
I
I mean,
think
A.J. Dillon with that phenomenal
the
game.
Chargers are a
I've-
much
hold
better
on.
team than their record suggests.
if Antonio Gibson never got injured, I would have put him at offensive rookie of the year. He was a top 5 running back.
Justin Herbert should have never got that haircut. That's the only thing that I have.
Yeah, that haircut was a curse.
Did you know that Antonio Gibson has better stats than Saquon and McCaffrey this year?
I mean, he pulled out.
I mean, there's a reason for that. All right. Now we have the Packers and the Bears.
How about them Packers?
I love the way the Bears dominated the Packers.
I cannot believe how well that the Bears defense showed up. It was
yeah.
like we couldn't do anything.
Except for score 35 points.
But that happened in the second half, so... You know what I'm saying?
I was being totally sarcastic.
Yeah, we
and
only,
you were
scored,
on
we
my
only
side.
scored one less touchdown
No.
than last time.
No, sir. You can't say that.
I can't say what.
You can't say that at all.
Say what?
Darnell Mooney, though, he had some good
Yeah,
catches.
Mooney was looking
Except
good for the
Mooney
Bears.
got
Mooney looked
injured that
good.
game.
Montgomery looked pretty good. Montgomery is actually turned into a good running back.
See, I've said it. I said it
He's in
yesterday.
the top 5.
I said
Really?
it
He's
yesterday
the
when
top
we were
5
watching
running
the
back?
game.
Yeah.
I still think David Montgomery is a little careless, I guess.
I mean, it
with
helps
the
that
ball.
Yeah, you're trying to
Is-
steal my talking
I'm
point
not
that
really.
I just
He's
tried
been
to
careless.
jump in.
I don't know why Montgomery decided to just show up out of nowhere.
Like, something with Nagy switching the scheme. That's what I keep hearing. Somebody he put him more in the play because Trubisky can't complete a throw.
He
That's-
can. Trubisky is not as bad as everybody says
He's
he is.
horrible.
He's not good, but he is not as bad as everybody says
He
he
can
is.
make plays with his legs.
Fourth quarter Trubisky is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all
Not in
time.
the Packers game.
Fourth
No.
quarter Trubisky down when
Is
he
that
just
why he always throws interceptions at the end of games?
yes, because he's like,
Listen.
I had my fun. You guys can win now because I'm letting you. That is Trubisky.
I think he just gets confused when Amos is out in the field and he thinks he's still in the Bears and he's just throwing it to him. Because that's what happened last time, and that's what happened the last time they played.
Yeah, Amos doesn't he do that like almost every time?
Amos picked
Anytime
him
the Bears
twice.
and Packers have played since, like,
He's got picked twice at the end of the game by Amos.
I think
Wow.
3 times.
Was
now,
it 3
right?
times?
I don't know.
Not
It
by
happened-
Amos. One was by Kevin King, I think.
Okay.
But I'm going to be honest with this. I got a little nervous in the first half of the Packers game because I don't remember what the score was, but it was really close. And they couldn't. Aaron Rodgers couldn't have anything happen, and and we could never stop the run. But they finally got their crap together, and they were able to stop Montgomery. You know what I'm saying? And then Rodgers was able to complete.
We shut down Derrick Henry too. Don't forget.
No, I know.
He
but
still got
that's why
over
I'm
100
surprised.
yards on us.
That's
so.
still shutting down Derrick Henry.
Yes, it is, because he usually gets 200. And then, here's the thing going to the defense when Aaron Rodgers almost threw those 3 picks, and they couldn't catch it. So that helped out huge. Because I think what the issue is with Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers has 5 picks on the season and almost threw like 3 consecutive picks.
I know, but I think what the issue is, like these guys aren't used to catching, Rodgers' fastball. And when it gets flung at them, they try to get it, and they just can't handle it.
They would have never lasted with Favre.
No, not at all.
And it helps that it's cold as hell and it's really hard to catch the ball.
And it hurts like hell.
MVS.
Yeah, but going back to Montgomery, like the way he stretches himself and the way he wiggles
forward?
and the way he jerks his body, I
And-
feel like he's
and
gonna
he's
end up
gonna hold
having
the
a
ball with
really
one
serious injury.
It could.
I feel like that's not a safe way to play. Is he getting more yardage now? Yes. Is he playing good now on paper, and does he look good? Yes. But just seeing how I don't want to say careless, because he's really trying, and you see him wiggling. I'm just nervous that he might get hurt.
He reminds
if I'm
me
a
of
Bears
Sean
fan,
McCoy back
I
then.
like how he's playing, but I'm also a little bit nervous about his style, because the way he jerks his body and tries I feel like he might seriously pull or tear something with the way he does his running. Any other comments, Packers, Bears? First round bye.
Yes, sir.
Say
Got
hi.
it.
All right, we got Saints Panthers. This one was actually a dominating performance. We have the Saints 33 to the Panthers 7.
Wow.
Panthers did pretty good that game. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater pulled out with that one. I mean, easy win. I'm kidding.
I'd like to reflect on Robbie Anderson for the season and what a great transition of teams that was. He went from being a deep threat on the Jets to barely getting the ball unless it was garbage time, because Sam Darnold cannot throw to a deep threat, to an outstanding performance. Isn't he top 10 in receiving yards?
I'm not entirely
It's something ridiculous. He went from just trash to diamonds. He was a fantasy nugget. He was my dark horse that carried me to the playoffs. Same
Nice.
with Antonio Gibson. And then he got injured, dropped me off, and said, have fun, fend for yourself.
All right. Anybody else? Any Saints Panthers comments?
Yeah.
Go Breeze.
Go Breeze.
Who dat?
Who Dat Nation? All right, and then we got the football team and the Eagles.
Well, we'll let you lead this off.
We'll let you
to
take
talk
this.
about this.
All right. So, when I was watching this game last night, I was freaking pissed. Now, let me tell you why. I know you guys are all anxious to hear this.
Clearly, as you could tell.
Right.
We are so awaiting her.
So, the
Your
Eagles,
professional
it appeared
opinion.
they purposely threw the game.
What?
Yeah!
Oh my God!
They threw it a lot better than you just threw your head. And,
Why would they throw
Because
the
I can
game?
throw that laptop.
well, there's a lot of conspiracy theories behind that. So, did they throw the game because they didn't want the Giants in the playoffs? Or did they just throw the game to get a better draft pick? Because the football team is also a division rival, so they could have just...
Or maybe they actually just wanted to test out their quarterback.
I highly doubt that.
Why?
Why would you test out your third
In a
string
close
when you have two
game,
working
too.
quarterbacks?
Because why
When
not?
you can abolish the team you're playing's playoff hopes.
It's the last of the year. Why not?
See, I don't know. If I were them, I would have wanted to play. It's no fair to the players that were actually playing to win to put that quarterback in that threw 2 interceptions and fumbled the ball.
Twice.
Every time he was
Hey.
out there, it was a disaster.
It was his first time. Why are you mad at him? Don't
Because-
be mad.
because-
No one lasts as long
He
as
didn't
their
say,
first
"Hey,
time."
coach, put me in. There's a quarter left. What's the worst that could happen?" He didn't say that.
I think he did.
Coach was like, "Hey, get in there, dude. Quick, no one's looking.
You got it.
Put on Hurts jersey,
bro.
And
But
I
I'm
want to
Hurts
make it
jersey.
clear real quick. The Giants have no right to be mad at the Eagles losing that game because you shouldn't even be in the playoffs with a 6-10 record. They would have been in the playoffs with a 6-10
But you
record.
wanted them in there.
I did want them in there.
So
but
you
you have
should
no
be
right
mad.
to be mad if you're not in the playoffs with a 6-10 record. You should have played better.
You just said this game made you mad,
It did make me mad.
but then you said it didn't make.
Well,
you
hold
mad.
on. No,
Like
I
J.J.
said
Watt was
you
mad
are-
last week.
it
You're
made
like
me,
that video of Skip Bayless arguing
Time out.
with
It made me
himself
mad.
over if Aaron
Time
Rodgers
No,
is
it
good.
made me mad to just watch them drop the game for no reason. They could have let Jalen Hurts finish it up, see if he could lead a comeback drive. But instead, they wanted to test out their third string when they literally have the entire off season and they have preseason. They have all sorts of different ways to test out their third string.
But you know
they
what
still have to figure out what the hell they're doing with Wentz.
Do you know what off season and preseason do you know what that is?
What?
Not a real game.
It doesn't matter.
You can't teach experience.
Yeah, maybe they're going to go with this guy next year.
I
Maybe
highly
be
doubt they're
quarterback.
going to keep Hurts. They're going to try to get some money for Wentz. Maybe
I
they'll
think-
even do a 2-quarterback system. I don't know.
Carson,
But you do
go on
not
and
do
do
that when you have
Wentz.
2 starting quarterbacks ahead of him.
I think you do. I think you want to trust him out and see how he's doing.
No, absolutely not. They should have tried in that game. It only would have affected their draft spot 3 spots.
They did try. They put the guy in and gave him a shot. Maybe it's somebody's little brother. Maybe, just maybe, his mom told him to put him in.
Yeah.
Let my son play.
His mom told the coach, my son doesn't get enough playing time. It's the end of the year. It's the last quarter. You guys aren't playing again. You better put my son in.
Otherwise, I'm going to commission board. Otherwise, this is crap.
I
I'm
will
taking
talk to
off.
Is that what your conspiracy theory
Yes.
is here?
She was
Yeah,
talking to Roger
yes.
Goodell. And
I still don't think it's right how the Eagles just gave up in that game.
But his mom wanted him
They
to
had
play.
every opportunity to win that. They had every opportunity to stifle the person they were playing's playoff hopes, and they were like, "You can have it."
It was
and
a
they just gave it
one-score
to
game
him.
too.
It was a
when
one-score
his
game.
mom signed the contract and paid the money for him to be in the NFL, she was told equal playing time.
Not just for the good kids, even the ones that are mediocre.
My
guys.
son was guaranteed playing time, and I have not seen playing time all season. I'm
Insert
going to
crickets
go up to
here.
the board. I am furious. You
David's-
hear that, Keith? I'm furious.
David's so funny by not being funny.
Yikes.
Good job.
Oh my god, I think we just lost all of our viewers. If you're still
Just
here,
listening to that hurts.
if you're still here, thanks.
There went all our viewers. Now that hurts.
Wow, I don't have. You guys are McNabbing all my puns. Might need to Vic some new ones.
Do you got her pun, David?
Yes.
This is not any pun.
Did you catch the one I just did, David?
No.
I said, you got her pun.
I can't really understand you. Where do you got that fun?
Alright, I guess all the puns are all Sean. So that sums up all of our games for this past week. Let's talk playoffs.
Hey, hold on. I'd also like to congratulate T.J. Watt on his 15 sacks this season.
That's a lot of sacks.
Yeah,
Little
Yeah,
you've
TJ?
seen more sacks this year.
I have.
He hasn't seen
hasn't?
any kitties though. He's only seen sacks.
Edit that one out. Alright.
Okay, so next week we got the playoffs. I'm so excited for the playoffs. So our first
Why?
game, because that's so. We got the Colts and the Bills.
Why?
Bills all the way.
You got Bills?
Bills, yes.
That's gonna be a
Bills
tough
Mafia. Bills Mafia. If they win, I will jump through this table, just like all the Bills people do.
All right, you heard it. If the Bills win, he's gonna jump through this table.
Can't wait to see that.
Let's hit the ball.
You buying the replacement?
Just how you jump
No,
through
we
all
got
your
one over
jobs,
there.
Joe.
No, I mean a replacement for you when you can't move.
Oh, we're in the back,
We'll
please.
just see Sean again.
All right.
I
We should have
definitely.
taped my cardboard cutout to his face.
There you go.
I have Bills here. I would not be surprised to see the Colts pull an upset. Phillip Rivers deserves a ring.
They're not gonna pull upset.
You don't
No,
think so?
no,
way. The Bills are gonna
absolutely
destroy
not.
'em.
Absolutely not. No, the Bills are on fire.
They are. Like, I'm worried about if we go against these guys. I'm worried. Here's my things I'm worried about. If we go against them, go against the Buccaneers. I'm worried about them.
We have three main threats in the AFC, and that's the Bills, Bucks, and Chiefs.
Yes.
Well,
Whereas
the Bucks are NFC.
the only Super Bowl people who might mess us up. There we go. Super Bowl people who
The
might
Super Bowl
mess
guys.
up the
Seahawks
Packers.
might. They might come in underdog and
No.
bite us.
All right,
Nope.
so Bills.
Can't do it.
I'm calling Bills. Would not be surprised to see a Colts upset, but my call is Bills.
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 Something
Okay.
can't pay.
Yeah, because I don't have a job.
You digs me? Ha ha ha.
Oh man, you got it.
Wow,
Good
it
job.
took you like 6 minutes later to get a pun out.
That was still
We
funny.
can
That
add
was good.
crickets on that one too, David. Don't worry. Seahawks or Rams?
Someone's going to ram the
It's gonna be
Seahawks.
the Rams at the Seahawks. Who you got, Aaron Donald?
I got Seahawks because Rams don't have a quarterback.
I have Seahawks just on the sole purpose. Like, what have the Rams done this season? Have they had anything spectacular?
Aaron
Have they
Donald.
had any standout offensive performances?
No,
Have
not
they really showed up? Do they are they special this year?
They're pretty good at.
No.
They're special for losing to the Jets.
That one was actually funny, but I don't know if we can keep that in.
No, we can keep that in. Why wouldn't we?
I don't know.
We're going to keep all this conversation in, too. That's what's funny, Dave. Good job. High five. I'll tell your mom.
We can't give him a high five anytime he's funny.
Yeah, that encourages more good behavior.
No, it
Can
doesn't.
we put a gold sticker on his laptop?
Anytime he says something funny, we'll put a gold sticker on there.
good, Daddy. Give me sticker.
And then we remove him anytime he says something like that.
Get a good noodle board like in SpongeBob.
Alright, we'll do that.
Good and bad noodles.
We'll set it up right here. I'll be in charge of the David's phone board.
Okay. So, okay.
Okay, this is what we're going to do here.
Alright, guys.
Upset of the week.
There's...
Washington football team. Upset. I'm calling it now. I called it when they beat the Steelers. I am calling
All right.
Washington whomping the Bucks.
Alright, you can call it, but not all of us made our picks for the Seahawks.
I don't
game.
give a shit.
I don't know. Maybe
That doesn't matter.
He's excited. Let him call it.
I love the
Washington may
football
pull a
team.
leg on
Hold
this.
on.
I love the
Alright,
football team.
hold on. Alright, my pick is the Seahawks.
Okay, that's nice.
What's your pick?
My pick will be the Seahawks.
Okay, the Washington football team.
Wait.
David already said his.
Hawks.
David already said his. Washington football team. Brady is not winning a ring. Brady is not winning another ring. He's going to be forced into retirement in 2 years, and Gronk's going to get injured at the start of the next season.
I'm going to tell you this right now. But just because I watched some other sportscasters and stuff, how they're talking about how great Brady did coming into this setup. And they're like trying to make him sound like some god.
He's no star.
No,
his team is so stacked.
That's what I'm saying.
His team looks like a freaking fantasy team.
It does. I mean, you got to think of all his
Antonio
receivers.
Brown,
Yes.
Godwin, Mike Evans.
Gronk.
Oh
Good
yeah,
defense,
Gronkowski.
too.
Who do they have at running back?
Fournette, Ronald Jones.
Exactly. They have a stellar defense.
Oh, they're stacked.
They should not be 11-5. That on paper that's like an 11-1 team, or
15-1
team.
Like they should have done a lot better for their lineup that they had.
No, I agree. So, I mean, the whole thing where they're giving, Brady for all this props for, like, coming in this setup and being able to win and throw 40 touchdowns, the season, it's like, but it doesn't matter.
I think Brett Favre could have got out the couch in his Wrangler jeans and thrown for like 60 touchdowns.
Anybody who's playing with this setup, they're going to do it great. Any quarterback that's decent, even Mitch Trubisky would probably do well.
I'm sure even Jameis Winston would have done phenomenal with that
Jameis
receiver
Winston
corps.
threw 30 interceptions last year, but he also threw 30 touchdowns.
Yeah, and then last year he only had Godwin and Evans.
And you also have to keep in mind he got LASIK eye surgery in the offseason. So he couldn't even see, and he threw for 30 touchdowns.
That's pretty
Imagine what he can do with full vision. Not like we'll know because of Taysom Hill. Not Jason Tatum.
Derulo. Jason Derulo.
I almost said Jason Tatum.
good. Oh, you got chemo brain too now?
Yeah, it's contagious.
I remember when Fortnite was running the yards over there.
Fortnite on the Buccaneers.
Yeah, Fortnite on the Buccaneers. Godwin, it was good.
I'm speaking.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a football team upset, but I still have to go Buccaneers on this one.
I am
Sorry.
speaking.
Go ahead.
I think Washington football team's gonna pull out that win against the Bucks. I mean, Alex Smith may pull a leg on this one and win it.
Hey, are you willing to mousetrap bet me?
What's mousetrap bet?
I heard you.
You
We put a
really
mousetrap
got
on the table, and if the Bucks win, I have to put my hand in it.
It was a great joke.
But if Washington
Sticker.
wins, you have to put your hand in it.
No.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm not
A
doing
mousetrap bet. I'm betting him that Washington is going to beat the Bucks. A loser has to put their hand in a mousetrap.
What's
I'm
the big
not
deal?
doing that.
Why?
that. I like my fingers.
It's not going to cut him off.
Yeah,
It doesn't hurt that bad.
I mean, you have
It
no use
stings.
for them anyways.
You know what you do first? Just so you feel more confident?
Sure.
It just stings. It's like getting snapped with a rubber band.
How many bets are you doing here? You said if the Bills win, you're jumping through the table.
I'm confident in my picks.
Do the mousetrap thing.
Fine, we'll do the mousetrap thing.
Next week, you heard it here. Keith, mark it down. Mousetrap bet. Fingers going in. Dan's picking
Which
the
hole?
Washington football team to beat the Bucks. Joe's picking the Bucks to beat the Washington football team. Whoever's wrong is getting a mousetrap.
Okay.
Got him.
Period.
Who's your pick?
I'm just gonna go with like the Bucks.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do a mousetrap bet.
Why,
do
are you
it.
scared?
I'll mousetrap bet you.
What do you want a mousetrap bet?
The Washington football team's gonna win.
Really? You want to? I'll do it with you. I'm not scared.
Okay.
I'm not scared at all. You
Just
know how many
wait.
times I got my fingers slapped in a mousetrap in your age? Younger?
Then why were you so scared to make the bet with me? Why were you so scared to make the bet with me?
I'm not as scared to make the bet with you.
I'm not as scared.
I'm not as scared.
I'm not as scared.
I've been in mousetrap fights.
Yeah?
Yeah, each of us bought like a pack of 20 and we'd set them all and we'd throw them at each other from across the room.
Did it work where it actually
Yeah.
stuck?
Yeah, it stayed until we probably shouldn't be telling people this.
Nice.
This is getting
Don't try
broadcast.
this at home.
Yeah, our large audience. Hi, Nana.
Hi, Mom. Oh,
Hi, Keith.
Oh, wait.
Mom's dead.
No.
Sorry. Sorry, Mom.
All right, so Sunday games.
Sunday.
We got the Ravens at the Titans. Who you got?
Titans.
I'm going with the Titans, too. Derrick Henry's going to run all over him.
I got the tidy whiteys on this. Derrick Henry is pretty good, and Ravens.
AJ Brown though. Ryan Tannehill though. Great
Yeah.
season.
They got
Great season. The Titans are looking.
Lamar
Tannehill.
Jackson, Des Bryant.
Lamar Jackson just showed up.
He did.
Tannehill's been there all season.
I agree. I'm going with the Titans, too. I'm not going to argue this.
I have
because-
more faith in the Titans winning this game and showing up than I do with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is he was phenomenal last year. Do not get me wrong, but we have not seen MVP Lamar Jackson this year. We have not seen him yet.
Where'd he go?
not even close.
I don't. He was still hanging out in 2019, I guess.
He might have been still pooping.
All right, so we all got Titans on that one. How about we got the Bears at the Saints?
Saints are going to kill the Bears.
You
think
think?
Yeah, I think.
What makes you say that?
Because the Bears suck. That's the bottom line. I'm not defending the Bears. I'm not going
did
to defend
lose.
the Bears ever.
The Bears
The Bears
lost
still
last
suck.
time to the Saints
No, I
by
can
2
defend
points.
the Bears. Matt Nagy's doing awful.
Yeah,
And
he
you
is.
can't. You
He's-
cannot solely.
He's doing awful.
You cannot solely blame the Bears on Mitch Trubisky.
I'm not.
Mitch Trubisky's season is he
Listen.
was before he played the Packers. Like the final week, he was 6-2. Starting 6-2 as a starting QB.
They didn't really play any good quarterbacks or any good teams.
That's still 6-2. He's better than Nick Foles.
True.
He's better than Jay Cutler, I think.
No, I think Jay Cutler is better.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes, Jay Cutler threw all kinds of passes of,
No,
To the
sir.
Packers,
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
9-minute
saying.
interception video.
to what's his name? Matthews.
Yeah.
Is that up there? Is he up there? Yeah, Matthews.
We should get Peppers up there too.
You got the jersey, bring him in.
Yeah.
We should switch them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should bring yours this time.
Yeah, come with the frog
Okay,
here.
it's hanging on my wall.
Clinton Dix. Yeah, I'm not hating on the players so much like Montgomery, Mack, and then Robinson.
I think Trubisky.
Well, they
can-
got pieces. They just don't know how to make them work right together.
I think Trubisky can
Hicks.
thrive in the right situation because
on another team.
when he shows up, he's a great quarterback.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said,
He
can make
shows
plays.
so many good flashes. I have faith in him being good maybe
Cut that out.
in like 5 years. I don't see him being a great QB now, but I think he's just lacking experience, and I think he has potential to even become a franchise quarterback.
Oh.
I think he's a late bloomer.
I'm going to be honest with you. Anybody who's gone to the Bears didn't go on to do anything else. Rex Grossman.
What?
Great guy.
Who?
That's what I'm saying. He went to the playoffs.
And?
Jay Cutler went all the way to the
Rex Grossman was in the Super Bowl.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, Super Bowl, not playoffs. So what happened to him? Nothing. You know what I mean? So you got these guys who are coming in there and they just suck ass. So they go to the Bears. It's over.
I just had a thought.
What?
David wasn't even born when the Bears were in the Super Bowl.
No.
Isn't that weird to think about?
Wasn't he just
No.
like a
No.
newborn?
He was literally just conceived like 2 months before that.
Yeah, they played the Colts and Peyton Manning killed them.
David has never seen a Bears Super Bowl.
Nope.
So
Never have, never will.
That's crazy. He wasn't alive for that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I remember watching that and seeing Devin Hester get that opening kick.
I will never forget that. Even as a Packers fan,
Right.
that was one of the most iconic Super Bowl plays of all time.
I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna kick their ass.
I was
and then
rooting for the Bears because I wanted the NFC to win.
No, I wasn't rooting for the Bears. I was rooting for the
No,
Colts.
I was rooting for the Colts. Peyton Manning.
Yeah, because I seen them when they did the interview.
And Bears fans would have never shut the fuck up. Let's be honest.
No, we're still hearing about 1985 Bears fans. What the hell?
I mean,
Because
we're
they know
barely
It's been
talking
35 years.
They were,
We're
Bears
barely
fans
talking
at the
about
start of the
2010.
pandemic were so bored they posted Cutler highlights and they were like, "We need a QB with balls again, man. We need a QB like this."
But I remember watching them doing the interviews. You know how you do the interviews with the press staff before the Super Bowl? I just remember seeing both sides and seeing that, the Colts are very professional, very like they've been here before. The Bears are all like dancing around, being like little teenage kids. So I knew at that point they weren't going to win. And your mom was like, "Why would you say that?" I go, "Because they're not going to win because they're not playing professional. That's why they're a bunch of numbnuts."
You don't have to be professional. Look at Shannon Sharp.
I'm just
Look at
saying,
Tyreek Hill after he got 200 yards in one quarter.
After I
And
seen
then he
that,
did the phone call. He said, "Don't worry, help is on the way."
I'm calling the National Guard, the president. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Tyreek Hill's a beast. I love you, Tyreek.
if you're out there watching our podcast,
All right, guys, we got the final game.
and what is that?
It's gonna be the Browns at the Steelers. Who you got?
Browns.
I want to go with the Browns too. I want to see it.
Browns.
I want to see the Browns kick the Steelers' ass.
The Steelers season was a farce.
It was a farce.
I don't think the Steelers are that good, honestly.
No,
I don't
really
think the
not.
Browns
They
are.
played a collection of bad teams.
I don't think the Browns are that good either. But I really see, I feel like there's some Cleveland magic going on right now. First playoff spot in 18 years. I feel like Cleveland's gonna at least pull out of this first round with a win.
Baker's got something in the oven.
Yeah, what's he baking?
I don't know. Thank you for getting the joke.
Is he
Nobody
baking a
else did.
People's
I got what
Brown?
you're saying.
Another one.
People's Jones?
People's Jones. He's got him in the oven?
Yeah.
You should have said gingerbread Peoples Jones.
Be
Why?
gingerbread People's Jones.
Because it's like a gingerbread person. Gingerbread man.
Ha! Funny.
Might have to take away your stickers.
Yep.
It's alright. I
more
was,
stickers
I was
for you.
just trying to help David out after I peeled the sticker off, so it didn't count.
Yeah,
you-
so
so you
I
got
said-
Browns?
I got Browns.
Who you got?
Browns.
Browns? Any reason why?
I just like the color brown.
Steelers are overrated.
I like the color
I
brown.
got Browns.
You don't have any other closing notes?
Holy notes.
Yeah, for the Browns Steelers.
I like their backfield in the Browns stadium. That's why I'm picking them.
I like the
They're
Browns
cool.
logo in the middle of the field. It's pretty nice. I mean, that brown stripe really shows it all. I mean,
All right. Any other closing football thoughts this week? Bye, guys.
That's all, folks.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.